Hello and welcome to Chicken Lord Productions. I will be doing a top 10 list of anime villains. And I'd just like to warn you, before I get this started, that there will be spoilers. And this is anime and manga. And there will be spoilers. And if you don't agree with anything in this list, fuck you. No. Wait. Something else, because I use fuck in the term of its original meaning. So there. My number one, I probably won't be on very many people's list, is Deep Blue from Tokyo Mew Mew. This guy really never appears, but he's evil. And look at him. He possesses people and causes there to be pollution of some kind. He is evil. I mean, God. He's evil. Like, he's evil. There's nothing else I have to say. That's the only thing I have to say about him. He is evil. And the reason he didn't make it any further is because he only appears in the last few chapters. But he is evil in the sense that he possesses the good character to turn into the bad guy. Or the good character being Ichigo. Yeah, Ichigo's love interest, Masaya. I can't pronounce his last name. I think it's Messiah something or other. I don't know. So don't complain. And he is a villain. He is a villain, and I don't want people arguing with me. And he looks really badass, as you can't tell by his picture, because I said so. Okay. That's all I have to say for right now. About him, anyways. Taking my number 9 spot is Aizen. Why Aizen? He never really does anything as a character, or at least from what I've seen of him. He doesn't do anything. Although he did take Phantom. Yeah, I'm going to call him Phantom. And if you can guess what that's from, I'm very proud of you. You have earned the seal of approval from Chicken Lord Productions. But anyways, but the reason he's able to make it on the list is because he's a total badass. And a scheming one at that. That's 2 points. Higher than Deep Blue. 2. You hear me? That's 2 points. What else can I say about him? So yeah, he's only barely made it on the list because of those 2 points. But if he eventually is graduated higher, he will, I will put him higher on the list. I might update these sometimes. I'm sorry, I'm really not going into the scripted. I know who I want, but I'm not going into the scripted. Taking my number 8 spot is Griffith. Now, Griffith, you may not think is evil, but if you haven't finished it, then at the end it turns out... Actually, if you read the manga, he's a douchebag. A douche. What else can I say about Griffith? He looks totally badass. He might not be my favorite of the God Hand, but he's still pretty cool. He's my 3rd favorite of the God Hand. So, yeah. What else is there to say about Griffith? He also doesn't view anybody as his equal. There's something else that I needed to point out. And at number 7 is Marluxia from Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Now you may be thinking, hey, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is a game. Well, to that I say, it's also a manga. And now you may be wondering, hey, why didn't you put Xemnas or Ansem from the original game on here? Because I don't own those manga. I like the way this guy is drawn in this one. He's always very serious. I mean, sure, there's a few times where he kind of goes into the kind of cliche of the manga series, but for the most part, he's very, very, very serious. So, that's always a plus. And taking number 6 is Omenhire. Yeah, Omenhire. What can I say about this guy? Well, he isn't evil in the anime, but I'm talking about the manga, in which he is a douche. I mean, he's a douchebag. First of all, he's killed countless people. Second of all, he, how the homunculus, this is a spoiler, if you haven't read the manga, come to about in this series is you have to put the Philosopher's Stone in them, like inject it into them. Now, I don't know why this works like that or anything, and I really don't care. But when you think about it, he had to do that with like hundreds of people with anger. So he probably had to do it with all the other characters or all the other people. Yeah, all the other homunculus. Not only that, it takes a huge amount of people to do that. So, if those two reasons aren't good enough for you, then you can go fuck yourself. Or, something else that isn't that word. And I guess I'm going to explain that maybe after this, in the second part or something. Or in a just general video. The next one is Zabuza. Besides being my favorite anime character, or one of my favorite anime characters of all time, his sword is so big that it would make Guts' sword look regular sized. Guts from Berserk, and the giant sword he carries, which is supposedly able to kill dragons and demons with single swipes, and like 10 guys wearing armor? Like, you have to have a big sword to do that. That makes me wonder if he's compensating for something. Now, a lot of people might disagree with me about the the cards from card captors, but to be totally honest, they belong on this list. Why do they belong on this list? Because they are the antagonists. And they are really evil. I mean, they kill people. They've nearly killed Sakura. They've nearly killed everybody. So, that's all I can say for that. Justice is the next, from Afro Samurai. Now, why do I choose Justice? Because he's a badass. And a demon. But that's a spoiler. Hell, I think, from Shaman King. Now, in both the dub and the original Japanese, this guy is badass. I mean, he's always calm, he rules, or his guardian ghost is the spirit of fire. The most destructive element ever. Yeah, man, Awesome. Just awesome. And last but not least is Shishio. Yeah, Shishio. I'll have to find his full name. I can't remember his full name. I will find it. Yeah, Shishio Makoto. Or Makoto Shishio. Now, this guy earns this list. He earns number 1. Why? He controls fire. He's survived the fires of hell. I'm not kidding. His entire body is wrapped in bandages and burnt. He almost defeats the main character and kills him. And the only thing that prevents him from doing that is the fact that his body kills him. Go watch the anime if you don't believe me.